Sometimes I get this feeling that somebody's staring at me.
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning!
Thanks for making us part of your daily routine. It's a good mythical morning no matter what time of day you're watching, as long as you're watching. We're grateful.
Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for staring at your screen, because that's what we're gonna talk about today. Not really, kinda, sorta. If I were to say scopophagia to you, what would you say?
I would say, you pig!
Bye.
Because it sounds like a nasty thing to say in public.
Well, there is coprophagia where you eat your own feces.
Capybaras do
Which
that.
sounds similar to this, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about scopophagia, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's kind of a made up thing anyway because it's called the psychic staring effect. The psychic staring effect. This is something you've all experienced.
I know what this is.
You're somewhere, maybe you're at home alone, maybe you're in a public place, and you get a feeling that someone is staring at you.
Like I'm walking down the hallway and it's late at night, and then I'm about to enter my bedroom and something tells me to look back down the hallway, and then in silhouette, there is a young Chinese girl with like this creepy look on her face.
That's a movie.
I'm like,
That's a movie.
I do have a
That's
daughter,
not real
but
life. That's not real life. That's a movie. I'm not talking about watching a movie. I'm talking about.
It's not really. No, when I'm in a grocery store and I'm like going down the aisle, and then all of a sudden it's like I feel something. I turn around and there's somebody staring at me. Some old man grabbing the Fruit Loops. Like, why is that dude grabbing the Fruit Loops staring at me?
That's how it happens in Link's life. Maybe it's different in your life, but this is a.
But I can feel it.
It's a phenomenon called the psychic staring effect. And of course, there are two camps on this. You've got the parapsychologists. These are people who study weird stuff, and they say that this is a real phenomenon and that it results from, we developed some sort of innate ability to know when predators were approaching, and it's some sort of sixth sense type of thing. And of course, the skeptics say that this is totally made up, and when you feel somebody staring at you and then it's confirmed, it's because you've picked up on subtle environmental clues. Like, you actually knew they were staring at you for totally sensory reasons, not extrasensory reasons, but then you concluded that it was some sort of sixth sense.
But it's powerful because we've all experienced it at one point in time.
Yeah,
so
it seems like it's real.
Right, it seems real.
Okay.
Right? It is real.
What does science have to say about this? Well, as early as 1898, a guy named Edward Titchener did lab experiments about this. He was not able to prove anything positive. And then in 1913, a guy named John Coover took 10 people and had them stared at without them knowing it, and then they had to guess whether or not they were being stared at, and they were right 50.2% of the time.
Which basically means
a coin flip. Then more recently, it's been studied, starting in the 90s, Rupert Sheldrake did 2 different experiments. 40 people sat around and did normal things like eating or watching TV, and then they were told they were being, after they did it, they were told they were being stared at the whole time, and 35 of the 40 people were like, I didn't know I was being stared at. That was his experiment. Then he did another experiment where 50 people sat in front of a 2-way mirror where 2 people stared at them 5 times in 20 minutes, and they had to say when they were being stared at, and again, they were not able to tell they were being stared at. So what does science say about this? Science says, we ain't been able to prove that this is a phenomenon.
There is no sixth sense. You cannot feel your stares, yet we still feel them.
I think the scientists are doing something wrong, Link, and I think we're about to change that because I
think you're on thin ice.
We don't have some sort of room. We don't have some sort of 2-way mirror. I think the phenomenon is you got your eyes open and somebody's behind you staring. Yeah. They didn't do that. So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna do the over-the-shoulder experiment. Time to get sciencey and do some experimenting. It's the can you feel a stare experiment. Even though the scientists say that you can't, we think maybe you can because maybe they were doing their science wrong. And by the way, who can do it better, Rhett or Link?
All right, let's see.
Okay, like any real scientist, we should establish a control. And what I mean by that is I want to establish that we are capable of sensing a stare when we can actually see each other.
Control, yes.
Okay, so you tell, if I'm staring at you, you say he's staring at me, and if I'm not, you say he's not staring at me.
Okay.
Okay?
He's not staring at me. He's staring at me.
Why did it take you so long?
He was looking over there, but then he started looking at me, and then I didn't know if he was glancing.
Okay, so we've established you can do it. Let's see if I can do it. He's staring at me. He's staring at me. He's not staring at me. He's looking at my ear, maybe?
yeah, that's good. You're really good at this.
Well, I'm like, yeah, very precision.
All right, so
Very
we're
precise.
equal. We're equal at this. Case closed.
Okay, so now we're gonna figure out who is more scopothasic, who's got more of this sense, and maybe we can use it in everyday lives. The way it's gonna work is for every round, one of us is gonna go back and either stare or not stare. You wait till you develop a sense of the stare or the not stare, and then you say he's staring at me or he's not staring at me. We see who's better, and we prove science.
We prove science. All right, so
I'll go back
You're
first.
going back?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. I sense his presence. I don't think he's staring at me. I can't feel your stare.
You say he's staring at me or he's not staring
He's
at
not staring at me.
me. Now you can look and see.
Yeah, see?
Hey!
Now that's 1 point for me.
Okay. Oof. He's staring at me. I felt it and my hair stood up, man.
Your hair's always standing up. All right, you go again. Okay. I sense his presence. There is someone in the room with me. Rhett? You there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can talk, see? Because that doesn't tell me if you're staring at me or not. He's staring at me. Oh, dude, I think I was catching. What are you, looking at?
Above you. Wait.
I know, but I think it was
3
reflecting.
feet above you. No. You didn't get a glance at the
I
stare.
felt the stare from here.
Maybe
so.
it bounced off the thing.
All right.
Just because you're not good at it in science doesn't matter. Oh, I heard breath. I heard. Not only are you staring at me, he's. Hold on. No. He's very close to me, but he's not staring at me.
Oh, yeah, I was looking up there.
I heard a gurgle.
Yeah. Typically, the guy with Fruit Loops doesn't do that to me. He doesn't get that close. Okay. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm feeling both. How's that possible? Like, I'm sensing a stare, but then not a complete stare. I think he's doing that thing where one eye is looking at me and the other eye's not. That's definitely what's happening. No, your mouth was just open.
You sense the mouth?
That's what.
What are you, half right?
You were mouth staring.
But
There were three things.
Do we give you a point on that? You
No.
got half a point. He gets half a point. Because both eyes were staring at him. I haven't been wrong yet. I'm the most scopothasic person here so far. I literally felt something the first time. I'm feeling it again. He's staring at me. Were you?
I was looking everywhere. I wasn't staring.
What?
I was like, I'm gonna trick him by being over here. I forgot to look at anything for a long enough time.
Oh, come on. What do I...
All right, I'll give you another shot.
No, deadness. I feel deadness. You're not. Were you doing something with your mouth now too?
Dead mouth. That's what you were feeling.
But you were looking at me?
Yeah, I was staring at you. You got that one wrong.
So hold on. So Link's got 1.5 and I've got 2.
Out of how many?
3? So I'm 66.66% and you're half, 50.
So we've proven that you cannot feel a stare.
No, hold on. 50 plus 60, the average of 50 and 66 is greater than 50. We prove science.
But
It exists.
Yeah, we proved that science is right. You can't feel a stare.
Maybe we need a few more trials. But I'm not joking. I weirdness. And I think for that, I should get the prize, which is eyes in the back of the head. Eyes in the back of the headband.
So you could, they're a little low.
You're in the right place.
Okay. So what do you see? Yeah, go out in public with those and make that motion with your face too.
Is it believable?
I mean, it's a strap of Velcro with your eyes on it. Thanks for liking and commenting on this video.
Support the show by checking out Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio.
For a free trial and 10% off your first purchase, go to squarespace.com/GMM.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Hannah.
And we're at Twin Lakes Camp in Hillsborough, Indiana. Time to spin the wheel of mythicality!
It's Friday. We got a new episode of
my elbow.
You okay?
That's the first time that's happened.
We don't have another episode of My Elbow. We have another episode of Ear Biscuits, our podcast. This week's special guest, Mitchell Davis. Live, lava, live.
Great conversation with him. Make sure you listen to it. Also, click through to Good Mythical More. We're gonna play the Did You Stare at Me game with the crew. It's gonna happen.
School picture day.
All right, Magnum, turn around here. I gotta get your picture. Turn. Oh, is this your front, man? All right, get a little lower.
I matured early.
Yeah, man, you look like you need to shave your nose. All right, now tilt your head. Tilt your head, Magnum. Okay, and now smile a little bit. Smile a little bigger. Where's your, yeah, there you go.
Gotta dig a little bit.
Smile a little, there you go.
Whoa.
There you go,
Pulling
now.
on my lip.
Now say, hot for teacher.
Hot for Miss Locklear.
Something wrong with my camera, it just
Somebody is staring at me. And it's Alex.
He was also giggling under his breath.